If someone underestimates you, it's time to make them realize their mistake. Have you ever wondered why, no matter how well you treat someone, no matter how much effort and sacrifice you make, your worth is still not recognized? That person ignores your efforts and underestimates you. This can turn into a cycle that makes you feel unappreciated and undervalued. But now, it's time to reverse this situation, because there is a powerful strategy to completely change it. In this video, we will share 12 effective methods to increase your value in the eyes of someone who has underestimated you or lost interest. These methods will not only make you more important, but also make that person deeply feel the fear of losing you. But before we begin, I have a small request for you. If you believe this topic is important for you, then hit the like button right now. Also, comment, "I am valuable and everyone should know it," and subscribe to the channel. This way, we can understand how many people truly deserve to be valued. If you're ready to recognize your worth and make sure everyone understands it, let's get started. 1. Use the power of silence. Sometimes the most powerful reaction is no reaction at all. Silence can express much more than words. Most people, when confronted or questioned, tend to justify themselves. But when you say nothing, when you suddenly go quiet, that's when they truly start to think. If you are constantly chasing after them, asking, "Why are you acting this way?" or trying to get their attention, know that this only makes them take you for granted. However, when you completely remain silent and show no reaction to their actions, they will suddenly realize that they no longer have power over you. And that creates real mental confusion for them. Silence is not a punishment. It is a strategy for awareness. It makes them question their actions while also boosting your self-respect. Moreover, silence creates mystery. People tend to value what they cannot easily reach. If you are someone who always talks and reacts to everything, and then you suddenly become silent, their mind will be filled with questions. They will feel the urge to understand you and will start making an effort. And most importantly, silence gives you power. Engaging in unnecessary arguments drains you, but silence gives you psychological superiority. The longer you remain silent, the more they will try to figure you out and communicate with you, because people cannot tolerate silence. 2. Completely withdraw yourself. If someone underestimates you, trying harder to impress them will backfire. Sending messages, starting conversations, or showing more interest might be tempting, but these actions only make you look less valuable. Instead, do the opposite. Withdraw completely. Psychologically, fear of loss increases the value of something. If someone underestimates you, the most powerful way to regain importance in their eyes is to make them experience the real fear of losing you. When you suddenly disappear after consistently showing interest, their mind will start asking, "What happened? Why the sudden change? Is something wrong?" The human mind is highly sensitive to sudden changes. If you were always there for them and suddenly vanish, they will realize that underestimating you was a mistake. This withdrawal not only affects them, but also transforms you. You free yourself from the need for their attention, recognize your own value, and become emotionally independent. And remember, the fear of losing someone is always stronger than the desire to take them for granted. 3. Recognize and remind yourself of your own worth. If you notice that someone doesn't appreciate you, instead of questioning yourself, focus on your own value. Questions like, "What's wrong with me? Why are they treating me like this?" will only drain you emotionally and make you doubt your own worth. But here's the truth. Your value is not determined by how others treat you. Remember, you are already valuable. If someone fails to see that, they are the ones who are losing, not you. If someone is ignoring you, don't try to prove your existence to them. Instead, focus on improving your own life. Because people are naturally more drawn to those who don't depend on them for validation. As you continue progressing on your own path, developing new hobbies, and improving yourself, others will start to respect and appreciate you more. And now, we come to the most important point. 4. Start a mental and physical transformation. If you feel that someone does not value you as much as they used to, you can turn this situation into an opportunity. This is the time for both mental and physical renewal and growth. People often place you in a certain mold and, over time, forget your true value due to their own habits. But when you undergo a significant transformation, you shake them out of these habits and force them to notice you again. Reinvent yourself. Physical transformation. Try a new hairstyle, change your fashion style, start working out, feel stronger and more confident. Mental transformation. Read books, meditate, learn new skills, and boost your self-confidence. Expand your social circle, meet new people, step into new environments, and make your life more exciting. And most importantly, do this transformation for yourself, not for others. When you truly change for your own growth and happiness, the person who once underestimated you will suddenly realize how special you are. But here's the real question. Will it be too late by then? That's for you to decide. Now let's move on to the next powerful strategies. Are you ready? 5. Set your own rules and establish boundaries. People learn how to treat you based on what you allow. If you constantly adapt to someone else's expectations, they will eventually start to take you for granted. But when you set clear boundaries, those who truly want to keep you in their life will have to respect them. Say, I won't tolerate this. Define what you will and will not accept. Say, this is my priority. Never push yourself into the background. Say, that crosses my boundaries. Be firm and direct about your limits. If you want others to value you, you must first value yourself. How people treat you is often a reflection of how you see your own worth. If you constantly compromise your own needs and desires, people will take that as a given. But when you establish and enforce your own rules, they will be forced to respect you more. And never forget, setting your own standards isn't about impressing others. It's about showing yourself the respect you deserve. When you prioritize your happiness and values, others will be compelled to prioritize you as well. And remember, setting your own rules is not about impressing others. It's a reflection of the respect you have for yourself. If you prioritize your own happiness and values, others will have no choice but to prioritize you as well. Instead of acting based on how others perceive you, define your own standards and never compromise on them. When you do this, people won't be able to underestimate you anymore. Instead, they will have to give you the importance you truly deserve. 6. Be unattainable and create mystery. One of the biggest reasons why someone underestimates you is because you are always available to them. Psychologically, people fail to appreciate things they don't have to work for. That's why, if you want to regain someone's interest, one of the most effective strategies is to show them that you are not always within easy reach. Don't always be available. Don't reply to their messages immediately, and don't always answer their calls right away. Don't be constantly visible on social media. This makes them realize that your life does not revolve around them. Disappear from time to time. This will make them wonder, what is going on? Why did they change? Why don't they care about me anymore? And guess what? That feeling of curiosity will start pulling them back toward you. However, here's the key. Do not make this a game. Truly focus on your own life, improve yourself, and make your time valuable. If you're constantly reachable, you become less attractive. But if you remain a little mysterious from time to time, they will feel the urge to make an effort for you. And remember, this strategy not only makes them more interested in you, but also strengthens your own confidence. Instead of making someone else the center of your world, put yourself first, not just in their eyes, but in your own eyes as well. Because, let's not forget, the most attractive people are the ones who are not always accessible. 7. Create a magnetic aura. Influence people with your energy. When someone starts losing interest in you, it's often because of how you feel about yourself. If you radiate confidence, happiness, and strength, people will naturally be drawn to you. Stand tall, walk with confidence, make eye contact. Speak with conviction and assurance. Use a strong, clear voice. Avoid sounding hesitant, unsure, or weak. Speak with authority and confidence. Happiness is also a key part of an attractive aura. Instead of being someone who constantly complains and spreads negativity, learn how to enjoy life. People love being around positive individuals because positive energy is contagious. If someone underestimates you, don't let them see you sad or disappointed. Instead, make sure they see you thriving, happy, and moving forward with strength. And most importantly, don't wait for their attention. Raise your own energy instead. Develop new hobbies. Experience new adventures. Work on becoming the best version of yourself every day, because once you start seeing yourself as powerful and valuable, the people around you will start seeing you the same way. And at that moment, the person who once took you for granted will realize how big of a loss it is to be without you. 8. Use social media strategically. Appear happy, busy, and strong. Show the world that you are living your life to the fullest, that you are not dependent on their attention. Sharing content that reflects a happy, busy, and strong presence will make people notice you more and increase your value in the eyes of those who underestimated you. So how can you do this? Share your active lifestyle. Post pictures of yourself having fun with friends, trying a new hobby, traveling. This will make them realize how rich and fulfilling your life is. Without them, show your success and personal growth. Share a moment of you reading a book, progressing in a project, or attending a personal development event. These posts will present you as a strong and independent individual. Let them notice you instead of directly reaching out. You don't need to send them a message to catch their attention. Instead, post content that will naturally grab their interest, but do this not to impress them, but because you are genuinely. These types of posts don't just improve your own mindset, they also plant thoughts in their mind. What changed? They used to need my attention. Why don't they care anymore? Do they have someone new in their life? And these questions trigger their fear of losing you. If they once underestimated you, they will now realize they can no longer take you for granted, and they might even start making an effort to win you back. But here's the key point. Do this for yourself, not just to get their attention. If you fake happiness, they will sense it. If you truly find happiness and confidence within yourself, this energy will naturally radiate to them. Lastly, social media should not just be a tool to impress those who underestimated you. It should be a platform to showcase your best life for yourself and to people who truly matter. 9. Be mysterious. Spark their curiosity and draw them back to you. If someone underestimated you or lost interest, It might be because you became too predictable. People are always more drawn to things that seem hard to attain. Being mysterious is one of the most powerful ways to increase someone's attraction toward you, because psychologically, people become more attached to what they cannot easily figure out. So what does it mean to be mysterious? Don't reveal everything about yourself. On social media, in conversations, or through messages, don't always express every thought and feeling. Let people wonder what you're thinking. Don't always be available. If you constantly reply instantly, accept every invitation, and are always around, you become too predictable and easy to access. But sometimes disappearing, declining plans, or seeming busy make you more intriguing. Don't always express your emotions openly. If you constantly make your feelings and thoughts obvious, the other person will feel like they fully understand you, and they will stop making an effort. But when you keep some emotions to yourself, you leave them wondering and curious about you again. However, don't see this as a game. This is simply about protecting your own value and preventing others from taking you for granted. And most importantly, being mysterious makes you unforgettable. If someone feels they know everything about you, their interest in you may fade over time. But if you always leave a little mystery, they will feel the need to work harder to understand you. And that changes everything, because the more unreachable, interesting, and intriguing you are, the more they will fear losing you. Don't always your emotions. If you constantly express what you feel and think, the other person will assume they completely understand you and will stop making an effort. But sometimes, holding back your emotions keeps them curious and rekindles their interest in you. Don't see this as a game. This is simply a natural strategy that helps you protect your own value and prevent others from underestimating you. And most importantly, mystery makes you stand out. If someone feels like they know everything about you, their interest in you may fade over time. But if you always leave them wondering, they will feel the need to work harder to figure you out. And remember, the more unreachable, interesting, and you are, the more they will fear losing you. 10. Change their perspective. Stop trying to convince them. If someone does not value you enough, trying to convince them, chasing after them, or constantly seeking their attention will only make you look less valuable. Instead, do this. Maintain your self-respect and take strategic steps. Exude confidence and strength. Let them change their own perception of you. Prioritize your own life and let them be the one to put in the effort. People tend to underestimate those who constantly chase after them and try to earn their approval. But when you show determination, strength, and independence, the person who once underestimated you will start seeing you differently. 11th, leave behind those who don't appreciate your worth. If someone underestimates you, that's their loss. You are already valuable. And if they fail to see that, they are the ones who are losing. Be independent, strong, and confident. Use social media wisely. Showcase your happiness and freedom. Stay mysterious. Let people put in the effort to figure you out. Cutting emotional ties is the first step toward true freedom and power. 12. Make room for the people who truly deserve you. Ask yourself this question. Does someone who doesn't put in any effort for me even deserve a place in my life? Never forget, when you recognize your own worth, the people who underestimated you will no longer be an option for you. And most importantly, only make room for the people who truly deserve you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video. This translation is completely accurate, fluent, and perfectly suited for professional narration. Your full script now maintains the original impact and flow while sounding natural in English. Let me know if you need any final adjustments or additional support.